1941. The United States is no longer allowed to ignore the war that has been raging across the sea on both shores. With the attack on Pearl Harbor, the great American war machine sprang into action with soldiers fighting by land, sea, and air. But who was supporting the war effort from the home front? Prior to the war, 14 million women had been working during the Great Depression. However, with the onslaught of war calling many able-bodied men away, 6 million more women joined the workforce. As a result of women flocking to these jobs, 600 laundries went out of business in 1942, and in Detroit, a third of the restaurants closed because there was no one to run them. Women were also dropping out of college to take part in the total war effort, and female teachers who had been forced to quit when they had married were allowed to return to work to fill the vacancies in the classrooms. However, despite the need for workers being so high, 90% of the women who had been housewives during the bombing of Pearl Harbor still remained at home. The main reason was the lack of child care. Also, there was little glamour to be found in being a factory girl. Constance Bowman, a high school teacher, wrote, "I was tireder than I had ever been in my life, and also dirtier. My hair was tinseled with tiny shavings of metal, my hands were grimy, and my fingernails were bordered in black." When the war ended and the men returned home, women were forced out of their jobs. Instead, they were introduced to the suburbs and expected to give birth to the baby boomer generation, yet the seeds of independence remained, awaiting the future feminist movement.